Imagine this. You're a salesperson, and you just had the best quarter of your life. You're closing deals left and right, your commission checks are huge, and you feel unstoppable. But then the next quarter hits, and it's crickets. Your pipeline is bone dry. You scramble, you stress, but you can't seem to find any new leads. What happened? You fell victim to the salesperson's boom and bust cycle, a trap that Jeb Blount argues is entirely predictable and preventable. This is the core problem tackled in Jeb Blount's high-energy sales classic, Fanatical Prospecting. Blount's message is brutally simple. The number one reason for failure in sales is an empty pipeline, and the only cure is a relentless, obsessive, and fanatical devotion to prospecting. The book breaks down why so many salespeople fail and gives you a tactical playbook to ensure you never have an empty pipeline again. There are three big ideas you need to know: the 30-day rule, the law of replacement, and why a balanced attack is your secret weapon. First, let's start with that boom and bust cycle. Blount calls this the 30-day rule. It states that the prospecting you do in any given 30-day period will pay off for you over the next 90 days. This means when you stop prospecting because you're too busy closing deals, you're actually creating a sales drought for yourself 1 to 3 months down the line. The empty pipeline you're facing in July is a direct result of the calls you didn't make back in April. This is a brutal mathematical reality of sales. Top performers understand this. They never stop feeding the top of the funnel, no matter how busy they are with existing deals. Second, this leads directly to the law of replacement. You must relentlessly prospect to replace the opportunities that are moving through your pipeline and eventually closing. Blount is a huge advocate for time blocking. He says you must schedule a non-negotiable, sacred block of time for prospecting every single day. He calls this the golden hour or power hour. This is your time to hit the phones, send targeted emails, or connect on social media. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO or a brand new rep. This time is interruption-proof. The world can be on fire, but you are prospecting. This discipline is what separates the top 1% from everyone else. Third is the insight about using a balanced prospecting methodology. Don't just rely on email. Don't just make cold calls, and don't just wait for inbound leads. The best prospectors use a mix of telephone, email, social selling, trade shows, networking, and even in-person drop-ins. Why? Because different buyers respond to different channels. More importantly, this multi-channel approach keeps your pipeline full, which protects you from what Blount calls the universal law of need. This law states that the more you need a deal, the more your desperation stinks, and the more likely you are to be driven down on price and terms. A full pipeline gives you swagger. It gives you the power to walk away from bad deals and negotiate from a position of strength, because you know you have 10 other opportunities waiting. So, let's wrap it up. The message of Fanatical Prospecting is that success in sales isn't about some secret script or silver bullet. It's about disciplined, consistent, and relentless activity. First, always remember the 30-day rule. Your work today fuels your success tomorrow. Second, obey the law of replacement by blocking out sacred time for prospecting every single day. And third, use a balanced, multi-channel approach to keep your pipeline overflowing and your confidence high. As Blount himself says, there is no easier way. There are no shortcuts. To be a top earner in sales, you must be a fanatical prospector. If you want to dive deeper into what to say during those prospecting calls, a great next read would be Spin Selling by Neil Rackham. And to improve your ability to close the deals you unearth, check out Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Find more great summaries and reading guides at booksplat.com. Level up yourself today, 3 minutes at a time.